Amway. Where do you suppose Amway is? Stability right here, Amway. What about Herbalife? Right here. Okay? What about New Skin? Right here. No need juice. No need, TNI, okay? What about Market America? Avon. USANA. Mary Kay, okay? They're all right here. But when will the money made? All right here. When is the best time to join? Right here. We are 16 months into the program, okay? And yet we have changed lives of many across the globe, not only from product standpoint, but also from an opportunity standpoint, money standpoint, okay? So this is where the time to participate, the time to engage, you just gotta ride it. See, when the wave is up, I mean, when the testimonials are out, you can help, but you gotta catch on the wave and you gotta ride it. So this is very important. When you go out there and showcase the opportunity with other people, you've got to let them understand where we are today. Where we are today, we're just about to hit the concentration stage in this company. I mean, when we first got started with Samson and Tina and Winnie and Robert, we had no idea what we were pitching. They talk about growth factors. And I had zero idea of what growth factor were. I had no idea. I just hoped and prayed that thing will work. Okay? And so, but you know what, it worked beautifully. Okay? Now, so this is the 4 stages of life cycle of a business. So is this clear so far? All right, next. So now, understanding you picked the right company, let's go out and let's show how to work this deal. Okay? Is this helping you guys so far? All right. Now, so given understanding you chose the right company, what do I do next? I think a lot of you here today say, what's my action plan? What do I do next? So I'm going to give you a plan of actions. And it is very crucial that you, and you know what, the plan of action is extremely simple. It is so simple to do, and yet it's simpler not to do. Okay? So the choice is up to you. So action plan. Are you ready for the action plan? All right, now, action plan. Number 1, you got to set your goal. What do you hope to accomplish with this business? Don't think about, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if it's not your job to judge how. If you know your why, the how-to will take care of itself. You know, when I engaged back in this industry, see, I gave birth 7.5 years ago to my child. And so I left the industry, and when I got back to the industry about 5.5 years ago, one of my goals was to retire my husband. I mean, he's a medical doctor, he's busy, work in a hospital in daytime and his own medical practice in the afternoon. And so when I told my husband, I said, honey, I'm gonna retire you from the hospital, he was like chuckling, he was laughing. I mean, in a good way. He's like, yeah, a housewife is a retired medical doctor. And I'm deep inside my heart, I said, you watch me, I'm gonna do it. How? I don't know, okay? I just say that I'm gonna do it, okay? So that was one of my goals. And the other thing that I was inspired to do was that my husband always want to do charity causes, good causes for community and whatnot. And so it's something that I long to do. You know, I want to build schools, I want to build hospitals. These are things that are very near and dear to my heart. But as a housewife, I can't make money to do any of that stuff. But I just needed a vehicle. So I had set some very clear goals. Before, when I engage in a business, I said, listen, I need to set some goals because those goals will help drive you through the ups and downs of the business. In life, do we have ups and downs? Yes. Every day. Okay? Well, what makes you get out of bed every day to do something? It's we all have something that we have to do to sustain to preserve life, to sustain our lifestyle. Okay? So your goal is very important. Goal setting. Okay? When you set your goal, you've got to what? Believe. You got to believe. You know, when we always talk about when we do training, say you gotta believe. You gotta believe. Well, how do I believe the company? I don't know the company that long. No. It has nothing to do with the company. You gotta believe that you are meant to do something special in this life. You got to believe that you could be somebody. See, 19 years, I wasn't day one I became multi-millionaire. No, it took years of struggling entrepreneurship to get to where I am today. You know, no matter how down I was, I always have this dream of saying, you know what, I'm going to be somebody. I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to be a multi-millionaire. See, I believe it so hard. No matter how, when I was going through down times, no money in my pocket. When my mom and dad say, listen, you know what, you gotta either go back to school or you gotta just stop dreaming. Just get on reality. And I told my mom and dad, no, I'm meant to be somebody. I know I can be somebody. I know. I just know. I mean, I don't know. It's just something in me that I knew I was meant to be special. I was meant to be somebody. And I believe each and every single one of you are meant to be special. The key thing is, do we have the environment to solicit that desire out of you? To say, you know what? I see my real picture now where I am today. I really need to do something. You know, some of you might have a lot of money. It might not be money. It might be the time that you're looking after. It might be some meaning in your life. Maybe there's a void somewhere that you want to do something. I don't know. Only you knew what that is that you need to fulfill. Okay? So now, believe. You just got to believe. No matter what your current circumstances, you got to believe. I remember, Robert is in San Francisco right now, but I remember Robert. I've known Robert for many, many years, and some of you heard his story. When I met him, we connected with him about 5.5 years ago. He met with me in Roland Heights at Starbucks Coffee. I said, Robert, I found the platform. I said, you know what? We're going to make it huge. You're going to be a rich man. He goes, Kim, forget about rich. I can't even, he goes, I'm swamped with bills. Okay, he got many, many credit cards, and I think he owed over $200,000 in debt, including credit cards and money that he owed people that around him. And one of his, he borrowed from me. One of the person was me. Okay, and so and he goes, Kim, all I wanted was to make an extra $5,000 a month so I can stay afloat, so I can put off the creditor from calling me. And I said, Robert, you focus with me. You're going to follow these simple steps I'm going to share with you, and don't deviate. Because over the years I've known him, he always is very creative. He want to do it his own way because he thinks I'm smart, I'm going to do it my own way. So I said, this time around, you ain't got no time to play with. I said, listen, you work with me. 6 months, you watch your life transformed. 6 months later, that was one of my best calls and one of my best lunch. He bought me lunch. And he told me, Kim, 6 months. He said, Kim, I am debt free. 6 months. Also, Tina can share the same story with you. So if you just follow these simple steps, you've got to believe that whatever that dream is that you have, you've got to believe. And not only believe, and I mean really, 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 really believe. And when you believe, it just gives yourself that hope. You will have that, it creates that feeling, that energy, that enthusiasm. It's that enthusiasm when you talk to other people, that's what propels, what get people into action, okay? So believe, really, really believe, okay? Third is you got to have a business plan. What is a business plan? You ready for the big deal? Business plan? You ready? Yes. Okay. Are you sure you're all ready? Yes. All right, okay. That business plan is your list, okay? It is the simplest thing to do, and most people don't do. Make a list. And I've done training the last couple of days with different groups, and they say, oh, I got that list. I said, where? It's in here. I said, listen, when you are excited, when you're pumped, that list is in here. But the very first signs of negativity to come your way, those lists in your head magically disappeared. See, and I want you to think about this. If today you own your own business and you want to get a loan from a bank, and you go to your banker to apply for a loan, what's the first thing your banker will ask you for? Your business plan. Show me your business plan. He says, oh, come on, Lisa, you and I go way back. My business plan is up here. You didn't get the loan? No. So you need to make a list, okay? Now, as you make a list, and by the way, I'm in the process of putting up a workbook together that kind of encapsulate all the things that we talk about today. So like, for example, the reality check worksheet, we have it right here. So that book will be available hopefully soon, within a month, okay? Then some of the stuff that we talk about right here. Now, let's talk about that business plan, that list. That list of that, most people say that's in their head. That list is right here. And you could make the list, and you really need to jog some memories, okay? Don't prejudge and don't say that, oh, they won't join. You do not know, okay? So this is your prospect. Don't turn down the opportunity for your prospect. It's not your right. You don't have the right to turn them down, okay? So let them turn themselves down, okay? Your prospect list, their name, their phone number, their occupation, the country that they live in. Because I'm telling you, we have a global platform, okay? So the country they live in and the note. Okay, so keep this list with you. At least, if you want to have like moderate success, at least have 100 people on the list. We only make 2 sheets. You can go home and make more if you want to, okay? I recommend you make at least a list of 200 names. You can keep on adding. You know, you might not, in one sitting, you might not be able to jot all the names, but as you go through, you will find those names. Just don't prejudge. Just put it right here first, okay? Make that list. This is the easiest thing to do, and yet it's the easiest thing not to do. How many of you made the list so far? Show of hands. Now, if you finish that list, well, only half the room went up, so we got some work to do, okay? It is so important for you to make the list. Because once you have that list, that is the beginning of your business plan. Now, what we're going to do with the list, I'm going to give you some golden rules. What you're going to do with the list, you're going to sort through the list. And the golden rules are this. 80% of your wealth will come from people that's not on this list. Over 80% of your wealth will come from people that's not on this list. Why do you need this list? Because it's not what these people will do. It's whom they will lead you to that will help create your wealth. This is extremely important. I say one more time. 80% of your wealth will come from people that's not on this list. But these people on the list, they will be a door opener for you to tap into the world. 5.5 years ago, when I started this industry again, I was a stay-home mom. I'm still a stay-home mom. And so I only had a window of time to hit the phone and call my friends. So I made a list of 203 people on my list. And I called each and every single one of them. Of the 203 people that I called, you know how many joined me? 17. Only 17 joined me. And you might have better luck and better closing than I did, okay? So 203 people, 17 joined me. But that's all it took for me to make a fortune. With these 17 people that say yes to me, that means how many say no? 185. See, most people after 20 no's, they go, oh, this thing, that's it. I'm going to quit. It doesn't work for me. I went on and continued to sort because I knew that all I need is a few people from this list that will work it, that will lead me to good people. Well, from these 17 people that say yes, did all of them work? 1.5 person worked. That one person is Robert. The other half person is Tina. Okay? And I didn't sponsor Tina. It was through somebody else that led me to Tina. Well, with that, it cranked over to all over China. Okay? So with these 1.5 people, when they start engaging to work, in 2 years' time, through the collective effort of everyone, my business went to 224 countries and territories. 2 years. 2 years, my sales organization, my group, not me, the whole team developed to over 240,000 distributors. 2 years. Not one person. From how many? 17, actually 1.5. Okay? Later on, obviously, when we have success, the story started spreading, then the other people started working the business. Okay? But it does take some crazy people that sees the vision, and go out and go to work. Okay? So, question is, are you willing to dig? Remember, not everybody here will join you, and not everybody join you will work. You just have to accept and embrace that rule. Okay? So, are we cool so far? Are we all going to make the list? Yes. Okay. Now, once you make that list, you put your name up here. And I recommend that you give your list to your upline, the person that you work with. And say, listen, this is my list. I want you to commit. I'm committing to you, and I want you to commit with me to help me work my list. So you give a little background, and you know, the person that as I go on the presentation, I'll share with you how to invite and how to sort your list. Okay? So this is clear so far? You all understand the importance of making that list. Okay? Now, after you make that list, so we will make that available for you guys that are here later on today. Okay? Now, number 4. You have your goals in life, like your short-term goals and near-term goals, and then you believe in those goals. Your business plan, okay? You make a list. Then you are going to also, the next thing you need to have is set a business goal. Now, our entire compensation plan is based on a position. That's what we call the foundation of the compensation plan. And that's, we have it right here. The foundation of our compensation plan is what we call the Sapphire, okay? A qualified Sapphire. A qualified Sapphire, we have a map right here, if I can find it. We have a map right here that gives you the roadmap. I will find it later. It's a roadmap of what you need to do. And I think this is, right here. It's very important. You need to set a business goal. This is your foundation roadmap. As you sort through your list, we're going to teach you how to sort through your list. Your job, this is your the basic foundation. Okay? This is you right here. You put your name, the day that you join, and from today on, if you're not a qualified Sapphire yet, I want you to set a goal to become a qualified Sapphire. And you put your target date right here. You're going to put you here. Now, your job is to identify, initially, to find 12 people that will join you. It doesn't matter what package. The smallest package and above, it's okay. As long as you can find 12 people that will say, yes, I want to change. Yes, I want to be part of this. Okay? So you found 12 people. And if you notice, some are lighter color. The way we recommend you do the placement is the lighter color one. You put 4 people on the private leg. The person that brought you here, when they go over the compensation plan, this is not a compensation plan training, but when a compensation plan training, we'll teach you what common leg means and what a common leg and private leg means, okay? So you put 4 people on the private leg, and you put, 4 people in the common leg with your upline, and the other 8 people, you put it in the private leg, okay? So once you put the 12 people's name, well, when the way I would do it, let's say, for example, let's say that I talked to Lisa. I said, Lisa, I got involved with the business. Do you want to be a part of this? And whatever the pitch might be. And she goes, yes. I said, Lisa, I'm going to pencil you in right here. I'll see how committed you are. Okay? So if you're committed, I'm going to change from a pencil to a pen. Okay? Because if you're not working, I'm going to erase you out of my roadmap. Okay? So I put Lisa's name right here. So first thing I do is I'm going to teach Lisa how to duplicate, how to go and sponsor 2 people. So once Lisa sponsored 1 on the left, 1 on the right, this is done. You need to do that with 12. When this is done, you become a qualified Sapphire. That should be everyone's first goal, business goal, to become a qualified Sapphire, because this is the cornerstone of our compensation plan. And I promise you, if you get everyone on your team to do this, to complete this picture, that will blow out this comp plan like never before. That will be totally explosive growth, okay? So this is very crucial, your roadmap, your foundation roadmap, okay? Now, last but not least, the most important factor is to teach your team member, teach others to do the same. Simple. You teach other people to do the same thing that we just shared with you. Guess what you have done when you have done that? You have taken yourself out of the issue. You have successfully duplicated yourself. I mean, if you can't sleep one of these days, one of these nights, you know what you could do? You can do some math. If you say you sponsor 12 people, and those 12 people also sponsor 12 other people, okay? You do the math. You wouldn't be able to sleep for months. It would be humongous. Now, obviously, do we live in a perfect world? No, we don't. Will everybody you bring in sponsor 2 or 12? No. Some people do what they've always done, which is nothing. Okay? Some people will surpass you. Some people will sponsor a lot more than 12. Let me ask this question. How many people in this room have sponsored more than 12 people? Raise hands. Show of hands. Wow. Look around you. That's amazing. Keep your hands up because I want people to see it. Wow. Give a big round of applause. I mean, this is amazing. It's amazing. I mean, I've sponsored totally close to 50 people so far. Okay? Because, I mean, I'm telling you, the opportunity sells itself. So this is very important for duplication. So you, not only will you have to have this roadmap, you have to have your team have this roadmap. Say, you know what? If you're going to quit on me, it's okay. I'm going to erase you out of my business plan. So you put an eraser, erase them, all of them. If they're really committed, then you put them in pen. Okay? So your job is to teach your people to duplicate this. Okay? Now, next, let's talk about the system. With this list, how do we make this work? Would you like to work smart or you like to work hard? Smart. I like to work smart, okay? So how do we work smart? It's how do you go about and attack your business plan. This is what you do. You need a system to help you. So that is not always about you, okay? So let's talk about the system. Now, what exactly is a system? A system is a series of events that will help you promote your business, and that will also help you in supporting your business. So it's a series of events that will help promote and support your business. So why do we need a system? We need a system to make it what? Duplicatable. Because if you always go around and talk to people, pretty soon you run out of people, okay? And pretty soon you can never take vacation and no more because you're all busy running around, okay? So to make your business, to sustain the group, to sustain the growth of your business, you need to learn to plug your people into the system. Why? Because the system provides an environment for your business to nurture and for your business to flourish. It is very important because as we go outside the society, are people negative? Are there people negative? Yes. Absolutely. But when you have an environment that you plug your people in a system, in a positive environment, people feel empowered, people feel educated, people get inspired, people build credibility and believability, then they will go to the next level. Because I'm telling you, I can see every group, I can see the group will grow or the group will dwindle and die. If your group doesn't plug in, eventually the outside influences will kill it. But if you put people into the system, there's sun, there's love, there's water, people will flourish. People will, because it's not about you anymore. Because if you and I keep going seeing the same old people, they go, of course you tell me the same thing because you're my sponsor. But if they attend a meeting, they put them in a system, they go, wow, there's other people that they've never met before, but they're saying the same thing that you are saying. What did that do? That helped build credibility and believability for your team, okay? So this is very important that you have the environment. Now, so what are the events? What are some of the events? What is the part of the system? So a system is nothing more than training and a series of events where people can plug in and attend, okay? So I'm gonna go over a list of the systems. Okay, now, first, the major part of the system is what we call BOM, or also known as OPP. BOM stands for Business Opportunity Meetings, or sometimes in this industry they refer to as OPP, Opportunity Presentation, okay? So BOM or OPP, this is where we showcase the business. And it's important that you plug your people in here because a lot of times, if let's say I go and talk to Jane, okay? Jane right here, let's say she and I go way back. She goes, well, what do you know about skincare? What do you know about this? So it's different if I take her and let someone else do the talking. They go, wow, you know what? I can see myself doing this. I can just bring my friends and I can, plug them in and I can sit there and clap. And I think I could do this. So it's important that they see a sense of duplication. Say, oh, this is simple to do, okay? So OPP, training. We have training events, okay? We have Super Saturdays, we have DVD trainings, training events, okay? We have DVDs. I mean, your leaders have worked hard to put everything together to help you. So we have training DVDs, we have opportunity DVDs, and right now in English and in Chinese, okay? And also, we have flip charts. Actually, we're in the process of revising the flip chart because there's some exciting stuff I'll announce at the end. So later on, we're gonna have a new flip chart. Now, a flip chart is a great way to showcase a business because a lot of times as I travel, I don't like to use my laptop to present unless I present to a big crowd. If you present a big crowd like this, a laptop seems more professional. But if you do a small group session, I much rather do a flip chart. Because if I do a flip chart, I go, wow, I could do that. All she does is flip, flip, flip. I can do this. You see what I'm saying? So I want to do a way to make it simple so that they can conceive and make it more duplicatable, okay? So flip chart later on, coming soon, okay? Now, also something we call PBRs. What is PBRs? Private Business Receptions. These PBRs can be done at a home. These PBRs can be done in a restaurant. It could be done in any setting that's neutral, okay? So private business receptions. Then we also have webinars. Now, I mean, we have Samson. We also have another gentleman from United Kingdom, UK. They do weekly webinars. And you can access your webinar information in your back office. When you go to your back office, you click on the mailbox. There is instructions how to participate in the webinar. I mean, nowadays with the internet age, a lot of people, they go, oh, can I listen to the meeting over the internet? Absolutely. So the internet, the webinars will provide a means for your contacts anywhere in the world. As long as they have internet access, they can plug in and they can watch your presentation. You don't have to do any work. You don't have to even talk. Somebody will do the guide, Samson, or somebody will guide you. They will go through the whole presentation. It takes about 30 minutes on the webinar. Okay? Then you have the corporate website. The corporate website is a great tool. Under the corporate website, if you click on media, there is an 8-minute media, a film. 8 minutes that will talk about the business and explain the business for your people. So one of the ways you can expose your list by the means in which you sort your list is by plugging into one of these means to help you sort your list. Okay, we're going to talk about how to invite the people on that list onto the system. Okay? So also we have conference calls. We have conference calls. Also, another event which is very important is what we call three-way calls. Three-way calls it goes like this. It's you, let's say for example, your upline, or the upline or the expert and the prospect. That's called three-way call. I love doing three-way calls because one, there's no geographic boundary. They can use it very easy. And the other thing is it's a very good ways of duplication. If I've done three-way, let's say for example, let's say I'm working with Yvonne. If I've done several three-way calls for Yvonne, after a while she got the pitch, then she can do a three-way call with her people. So then what I have done is I've just taught her on how to do three-way call, okay? Now, the other thing, it's great system is called the one-on-ones. One-on-ones or two-on-ones is small gathering. Let's say, for example, if Luz wants me to talk to her prospect, then she will invite her prospect to a Starbucks coffee or to whatever. Then I sit down, get to know a little bit about her prospect, and I'm going to explain to the prospect what it is, okay? And then I just showcase the business. So the one-on-one is also very effective. Now, when I do one-on-one, I always like to have the person that invite the prospect there for two reasons. One, for that trust. Let's say, for example, if Lisa invited Luz, okay, and Lisa doesn't even show up, and here I am, doesn't know Luz, and Luz doesn't even know me, and I'm just trying to pitch her a business, so she will look at me as a business person. There's no trust factor there, and so it's important that Lisa be there. Why? Because not only am I teaching her this business, it's part of duplication and very important to close a deal that between her and her, they have a relationship, they have a trust factor. So it's important that she's there so that we can duplicate this business model, okay? So, how many of you heard the saying that monkey see, monkey do? In this business, it's really like monkey see, monkey do. You gotta, if you really want to succeed in this business, let's not kid ourselves. It does require time. It does require dedication of your time. The only difference between me, yourself, and some of the top money earner is time and efforts. I spend a lot more time and a little bit more effort perhaps than you did with this business, okay? So now, is this clear so far, the system? We understand about system, right? Now, there's one thing that I do that we gotta be very clear on. If you wanna make a fortune, what you do is you promote events. All I do is I promote events. I know some of you love to promote product. That's all great. That would be a little bit slower approach. If you promote opportunity, you drive fortune. Because when people join the opportunity, they take the product, they know how great the product is when they start taking the product. But amazing thing happen when people start engaging in business.